Hello, this is Mr. Gbamu Idonogrene. In this video, I want to show you something you will like in your mathematics classroom. I was trying to reason something out. You can actually project a point to any of the axes, something like this. This is the y-axis on your GeoGebra view. This is the x-axis. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take a circle. Let me take a circle with radius. So I want it to be on the center axis. Let's take radius. Let's say radius 4. All right, so this is the circle. And let's create a point on the circle. Let's take this point. Okay, this is point B. You already know in GeoGebra, this point can actually move around the circle. So just click and drag. So you can actually project this point B to the y-axis or the x-axis, whatever axis you want. So to do that, let me hide this label first. Just right click and click show label. Alright, to do that, just watch. In your graphics view here, remember this is the point B. I need a point that will be projected from this B to the y-axis. That means when B is going around, this point will be moving along the y-axis. So to do that, just open your brackets, put the first coordinate. I want the coordinate to be 0 because I want the point to move along this axis. That is 0 as the x coordinate, then comma. Then my y coordinate, I want it to be moving based on B. So to do that, you need to type y first. This y is telling GeoGebra that it's going to be on the y axis. If you observe, you will see that this y axis have a thick line. Let me delete it, you will see. If you observe, I've deleted the y. If you observe the y-axis now, the line is thin. So immediately you put comma and y, you can see that the y-axis is dark now, telling you that do you want this point? Do you want this point you want to create now to be 0 axis, to be coordinate of x 0 and coordinate of y? But I want the coordinate of y to be controlled by this b. So just put your open bracket, type your point b there, which is this point B. You can see that this is point B value on this place, which is around 2 point something now, based on the X value now. So when B is going around, a new point that is being created, you can see this is the point that is created now. So just tap enter. So that is all. You can see that there's a new point called point C on the y-axis. So as B is moving, see as I move B around, if you observe very well, you see that point C also move on this vertical axis. So this is a good thing you need to understand in GeoGebra. That means this B has been projected to this y-axis. That means if I connect a line, let's take a segment from this C to B, what this one means is that B, this point C will always be 90 degrees now to this point B. Anywhere B goes round, C to B will always be perpendicular to this y-axis. So it's a very good concept you need to understand in math. So with what I just did now, you can actually do so many things in your mathematics. For example, let's take simple harmonic motion in physics. You can use this concept to explain your simple harmonic motion. As B undergo a circular motion, you see, as it's going around the circular motion, C is undergoing a simple harmonic motion. You can animate it. Just click on B, click on animation. You see as B is going around, you can see that C is undergoing a vertical motion to and fro, which is simple harmonic motion. This is one beauty I want you to get in today's video, but I will not stop here. Let's try it on a solid shape. You will love it in solid shape. Let me delete everything here. Let's delete. Let's go to a solid shape and see something. So just come here, open your 3D view, that is 3D graphics. Okay. Now in 3D graphics, remember you can do your solid shape here. I want to do a sphere. Let's get a sphere. Let me get a sphere center with radius. Let me put the center here. Then the radius, let me take something like 4. Just click on 4. Okay. So you can see a beautiful sphere has been formed. and click the screen and drag so you can turn the sphere around. All right, now let me create a line, something like a curve now or an arc from the top to the base. But before I do that, let me create a point on this top and the base so that I can draw my center axis on these 2 points. So to do that, just open your bracket. Remember, this is 3D now, so you are going to have three coordinates here, x, y, and z. So I need something on x, but on the positive and the negative side. So just do your 0, comma, 0, comma, put your 4. If you observe, you can see immediately I put 4, the point has appeared here. Click on enter. Then if you open bracket again, do your 0, comma, 0, comma, do your minus 4. So a new point is formed already down there. Just click on enter. So you will see there are 2 points here. One is down, one is up. You can see them. This is one on top, this is one under. So I can link them with my segment. So I want them to form my axis of my sphere. So this is the center axis of my sphere. Now another thing I want to do, I want to make an arc from this point B along the surface of this sphere down to this place. So to do that, I want to create another point on this place, something like this. This time around is still on 4, but the that is the z now will not be the 4. So let me put it on x. Let me put it on x. That means I need a point. X should be the 4, then the other one should be 0 and 0, something like this. Enter. So you can see what I've done now. So you can see it. So these are the 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. Now if I come to this place, I get my circumcircular arc. So click on it, click on this top, click on this point D, click on this. You see your arc has been formed. Now that same thing we did just now on projection of point B to form another point and move on this place, I want to do it on this curve. You may be teaching latitude and longitude, or you may have other concepts you want to explain to your children. For example, I have a point on this. Let me place a point here. This point is point E. So this point E, you can see is moving from this top down to the bottom here. You can see how it's moving. Okay. Now this point E now, you may want to connect it to the center of this sphere, or you may want to project it now to be on this axis, so that as this point E is moving, a point on this axis is moving, so that you can get some measurement you want to do inside this sphere. So how do you do that? Do the same thing. Come to this place, open your bracket. Remember, this is E. You need a point that will be moving along this axis based on this E. That means you want to project E on this center axis. So to do that, put your 0, 0, then this time around it's on Z axis. So just type your Z. Later you type your Z, a line is already on this Z axis now. So what do you do next? Open your bracket. This is the point I want to control, that I want it now to control a point on this axis. So just type your capital E there. If you observe, you will see a point has been formed here. You just click enter. Now a point is here. You can see as I click it, you can view it. So as I move this, if you observe, this point is moving. Let me click on this and change the color and make it lighter so that you see the point. Let me use something blue. Let me reduce the brightness or the opacity of the color so you can see the point. It's labeled as point F. So as this point E is moving, you can see the point F is moving along this axis. So you can see it as point F. E is moving. You see point F is moving vertically up and down. Very important concept that you need. So to do this, you can actually measure some angles inside this sphere. If you put coordinate now, something like this, you can connect it to this. You can also connect to the center, something like this. You see, you can measure whatever angle you need. Let me even remove my axis. Just right click, click on show axis. So now that my axis are gone, you can see, as I'm turning the sphere around, you can see so many points are being shown. You see, as my point E is moving, you see how point F is moving along this path. You can animate it if you want, depend on what you need in your lesson. So this is one thing I want you to get into this video, how to project a line, a point to a vertical axis or horizontal axis, depending on what you want to do. So that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching this video. Do have a nice day.